NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He was a walking highlight reel last week with a 4-touchdown game. It's the Panthers and the Saints just ahead on EA Sports.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. As a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Dalton right to the air. There's Chris Olave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 65 yards.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now to the air, Dalton. And that one complete, downfield to Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. Corral with it, first down here. He's got his tight end, it's Tommy Tremble. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Corral to throw, first and 10. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On second down, Kamara. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Andy Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Evades him at the taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw pulled in by Marshall. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall, 44 yards. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Corral throwing for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, That's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Again, it's Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Right where we set him down started, maybe the full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brandon Smith, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still can prevent the sack.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time now for Terrace Marshall and this Carolina offense to begin their next series. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Corral, another throw coming. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On third down, Corral. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Going for it on 4th down, Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Dalton, 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the defense.
Good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Dalton. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 35 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now this offense gets set for the next series. We're going to peek at Terrace Marshall, who leads them onto the field.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
And Corral will throw it.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his leg.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, here's Corral.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The Panthers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Kamara trying to right side. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
159 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw here, Dalton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play. Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. Once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Corral on 1st down. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Corral with it on 1st down.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
To the air again with Corral.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Corral. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are back within a score. Corral throwing for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton. Looking for Alvin Kamara on the slant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 22 more yards there and another 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Dalton now to pass. Thomas brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So Dalton now. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. On 2nd and very short, Corral. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, Corral. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Throwing here, Corral. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. A final shot before the half for Corral.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Time for another look now at Matt Corral and the Carolina offense. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his third touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Corral. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Corral yet again going to throw it. And caught by Tremble. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The first down throw here for Corral. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now Corral. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Corral looking to throw. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall from 3 yards out. And the Panthers have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 182 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The first down throw coming for Dalton. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. And Dalton to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners.
Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall from 40 yards out. And the Panthers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Corral throwing for it. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's got some. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have cut the lead back down to 2. They'll turn to Kamara.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them, because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Corral.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Corral.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
And his throw here's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To the air again. Here's Corral.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall.
23 yards for the touchdown as they have taken the lead.
Corral throwing for it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Corral on 1st down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Corral. And he's got it. Touchdown. Terrace Marshall. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Back to throw, Corral. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall there to make the grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Corral, 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall from 4 yards out. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll try and throw for it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. My, oh my, 250 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 70. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I tie?
And we're back now in Charlotte. Where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their own 24. Corral to throw on first and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing here, Corral. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Walker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Pass to Marshall on the quick slant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Third down, Corral. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Dalton, first and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Andy Dalton gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on second down, Dalton. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Passing, it's Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their own 23. On 1st down, it's Corral. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 1st down, here's Corral with it. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Corral with it, 1st down here. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Corral looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall there to make the grab. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Corral throwing for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Corral with it on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Corral. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Corral. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
4th down. Here's Corral.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A beautiful fake.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton.
Throwing out right here, caught by Alabo.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Dalton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Travis Carey. He's at the 30.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking. And
touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall.
He flat out can't be stopped.
And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Corral throwing for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And now here's another interception. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. And he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Dalton. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Corral.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Shotgun snap to Corral.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today.